Hi, everybody. It's Christine Kirwan, the Director of Volunteer Experience. Thank you for joining me in this virtual Zoom meeting. We're just going to give a little quick lesson on how to run games during your virtual meetings. There's no rocket science here, just some tips on how to run some pretty simple games during your meeting. It's really important to keep energy level up and fun up during these virtual meetings. So here's a way to do it. So you can see I have some helpers today with me. So helpers, can you introduce yourselves, please?
Hi, I'm Stella Adsit.
Other helper?
Hi, I'm Ronan Adsit. I just Adsit.
These are my kids. So we are all doing this in the same house. So you can imagine we're really taxing the bandwidth. So there's probably going to be some freeze ups. There's probably going to be some delays, but that's what comes with Zoom meetings too. So if you haven't already been meeting with your troop on Zoom, you're going to find that happens a lot. So just be patient, roll with it. We're going to do that. So we're going to get started right away and talk to you about the first game, which is a scavenger hunt. And scavenger hunts are super fun. I've done these with my troops, and normally on a scavenger hunt, you would hand out a list and tell them all the things to do. But to kind of keep the energy level up, what I've been doing is sharing one item, and then the girls run and find it and bring it back, and then they all talk about what they found, and we kind of keep that going for a while. And honestly, I'm surprised the girls probably could keep doing this endlessly, and it's a lot of fun. So we're going to start by demonstrating the very simple scavenger hunt. So are you ready to scavenge?
Yes.
Okay, so the item that you need to find is something that is round. Go! Very nice. Ronan, you want to hold that right up to the camera so we can see it? Nice. A very round football, unusual. Oh, and what have you got, Stella?
This is Mr. Fiddle Butter. He's a pancake, and he's round.
Nice. So you can see they can bring back a whole variety of things, and it's a lot of fun for them to be sharing what they found. One of the things I found with my troop that I hadn't anticipated, but it's so fun, is most of them haven't seen each other's bedrooms. So it's fun to see all their favorite stuff and how their rooms are decorated. So this can be a fun way to do that. And some of the other things, again, not rocket science, something that's fuzzy, something that tastes good, something that smells good, something that's sharp, something with their name on it, something with numbers on it. So it can just kind of go on and on. And I would say my little tip we definitely want to get the girls involved. You know, some girls kind of think quickly on their feet and others don't. So maybe seeing who wants to go first and letting the other girls think about it if they would like to participate, because it's definitely a fun way for them to get an opportunity for leadership. So thank you, scavengers. That was a demonstration of our first game. So our second game that you could do could be trivia. And that would be that either the troop leader or the girls could come up with some trivia questions. And those could be related to their badges or an area of interest, and ask the girls some trivia questions. So Ronan, Trivia Master, would you like to start by asking us some trivia questions? And I just can't imagine what the topic might be.
So the topic, as you know, is football. There's some questions that you might not know, but trivia is all about guesses and stuff. So, what was Walter Payton's nickname?
What was Walter Payton's nickname? Stella, do you have a guess?
I don't know. I don't know a lot about football, but if I had a guess, probably like the GOAT? I don't know.
Go. Sure. Okay, I'm going to guess. I happen to know what his nickname was. It's Sweetness, and I only know that because you have said it so many times in this house. So that is something else. Trivia. Do you want to ask? Is there any Buffalo-related trivia that you would like to ask?
Yes.
Okay.
How many Super Bowls have the Buffalo Bills been to, and how many have they lost? 4 and none.
Oh, well, that trivia hurts. Yes, thank you very much, Trivia Master. So in this case, obviously, football is Ronan's area that he loves, but this is a great way to, again, for the girls to have leadership, that if one of the girls wants to take a game for that night and research a little bit of trivia about a favorite subject, they could play that game. So now we've got Scavenger Hunt and we've got trivia. The next game that you could play virtually would be Headbands. And if you've never played Headbands, that is a game where you put a card up that you can't see, and then the other people that you're with try to help you to figure out what it is. There's kind of two ways you can ask questions. One are yes or no questions. That tends to make a much slower game. The second game could be that people give you clues until you find it, and that's a lot more fun. So it's pretty easy to play virtually. If the girls have Headbands the game, they could use those, just don't look at the cards. Or what we did is we gave the girls the homework of asking family members to make a couple of cards for them and keep them locked up and hidden so they couldn't see them. So, all right, Stella, would you like to demonstrate for us playing Headbands virtually? Okay, you got to lean into the camera, remember, so that we can see what that card is. Keep leaning in. All right. Oh, that's very good. Okay. Can you see it, Ronan?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to give the first clue? Okay, go ahead.
They're tall.
Okay, my clue is going to be they have a really long neck.
They're yellow. Am I a giraffe?
Yay, you did it. Nice job. So great job, Stella. So depending on the age of your girls, obviously these are fairly simple cards, but depending on the age of your girls, they can put as many complex things as they want in it, and it's a lot of fun. Did you have a question, Ronan?
I was just gonna say, you don't need to get the game Headbands. You can make your own cards.
That's right. You can make your own headbands, and sometimes the ones that you make on your own are actually a lot more fun.
Yeah. I have you made me a lot of cards, and some of them are pretty funny.
Yes. So the ones that are in the game itself are pretty simple. So definitely a lot of fun. Okay, so now we've got Scavenger Hunt, trivia, headbands. Now I'm going to just demonstrate quickly one other game, and that's Pictionary. So Pictionary, again, a game where you're trying to draw an item and trying to get people to guess what it is. And you could do this, like I've discovered that I love whiteboards. I have a lot of whiteboards in my house, so you could use a whiteboard. You could also just have the girls use a sheet of paper and hold it up and be drawing on it. And actually, if you're using Zoom on a desktop computer, they actually have a share screen function where you can share a whiteboard and be drawing on it. So not everybody has that capability, but there's lots of options. No reason why you can't do this. So I'm going to start drawing, and I am not known for my artistic ability. So, and also I'm going to be holding it up for you guys to see. So let's see if you can figure out what I'm drawing. Okay, hopefully I can keep it on the screen. Okay, are you ready? Okay.
Great.
What is this? Come on.
I have an idea. I know.
What is it? Guess.
A dog.
It's a dog. Wow, that was. Look at how cute he is. I forgot a nose though. That was pretty good. That's pretty good.
That was really good.
Thanks, guys. So that's just fun, and you know, playing Pictionary is hilarious. And if you have a lot of girls in your troop, what you might do is, instead of having everybody shouting out, is say, okay, like Mary's gonna draw, and now like Josie and Susie, they're the ones that get to guess. So you're not having 30 people yelling at the same time, because that would just be too crazy. So in addition to the games we've demoed, you could also do, Stella?
So for Pictionary, you could also make teams. Also, like, because in the actual game Pictionary, like you could have 2 people on a team,
And then the one person has to guess what they're drawing.
Right, right. So there's a lot of ways you could make it work. Your girls will probably know exactly what they need to do to make it fun. So just a couple of games we're not going to demo, but work very well virtually would be charades, freeze dance party. So if you played music and everybody got to dance, and then when you turn it off, everybody's got to freeze. So categories would also be really fun if you have that game. So I'm sure there's lots of other games that you could play with your girls. We just wanted to demo ones that required almost no preparation or materials, and that would be very easy to transfer over to girls to let them get their leadership. So I hope that you had fun playing games with us, and so go and have some fun with your girls. So be well. Bye. Bye.